Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. I'm Tony T. Time for a three-pack from Major League Baseball from Ben Ruhala. You'll find his screen plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. Looking forward to the start of Major League Baseball, so we'll bring him in right now. Ben, how's it going?
I'm doing awesome, Tony. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to the start of Major League Baseball here for Thursday. And we got a three-pack here from Ben, so we'll get it underway here. 3 Eastern time, Angels and Orioles going head-to-head here. We see the Orioles favored home minus 183, total 7.5.
Yeah, so this game here, I'm looking forward to this game because of the new acquisition for the Baltimore Orioles. So we got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Orioles. We've got Patrick Sandoval, left-hander, going for the Angels, and then we've got the new signee Corbin Burns for the Baltimore Orioles. Sandoval last season he was 7-13 on the season with a 4.11 ERA and a 1.51 WHIP, so it gives up a lot of base runners. And then the last time he faced the Orioles, which was at the end of last season, he went just 5 innings, gave up 7 runs and a 10-3 loss on September 6, 2023. As I mentioned, the Orioles, they were able to bring in the big signee in the offseason with Corbin Burns, big off-season acquisition. Burns had a little bit of a down season last year, but was still 10-8 on the season with a 3.39 ERA and a 1.07 WHIP. He struck out 200 batters. He's got electric stuff. I think that Burns is really going to try to make a big show here for the home crowd as this game's in Baltimore. The Angels, they lost Shohei Ohtani in the off season. They struggled last season as it was, and their lineup is even more depleted. They will have Mike Trout, which is obviously he's a future Hall of Famer for sure. But I think in this case here, Corbin Burns is really going to be the difference. And the Orioles, I really like their young lineup. They've got a lot of talent on their offense. And so for these picks, I'm really going to focus on the first five because these guys aren't going to go very deep to start the season. I'm hoping that this game doesn't get rained out. There is rain in the forecast. Uh, but I like the Orioles on the money or on the run line. I'm sorry, for the first 5 innings, which is about 125 minus 125.
All right, Ben Ruhala, get his best bets here. Click the links below for his best bets. Angels, Orioles. Orioles first five run line now up to minus 125. All right, let's continue here on our three-pack here from Major League Baseball here, joined by Ben Ruhala. So we'll get ready to get to the next game here on the board here from Major League Baseball on the three-pack. So we'll go ahead and get to it here right now as we've got the Tigers and White Sox. Tigers road favorites minus 172. The total coming in 8.
Yeah, so I live in Michigan, so I'm a diehard Tiger fan. The Tigers they're getting a little bit better. Things are starting to come together, but it's been a slow grind. These are really kind of, I think, two teams going in opposite directions. The Tigers, I think, are kind of past that point and starting to build. The White Sox, it looks like they're going to start, to continue to tear this team down a little bit. So it's going to be an interesting opening day here. But the Tigers, they've got left-hander Tarek Skubal going. Skubal he's got really good stuff. He came back from a long injury last year in the second half of the season, and he pitched really good down the stretch. He faced the White Sox like 3 times towards the end of the season. He gave up no more than 2 runs in 2 of the games, and one of the games he shut him out. On the other side, you got a young pitcher, Garrett Crochet for the White Sox. He was basically a reliever last year, but he's got really good stuff, and he pitched good in the spring. But he's probably not going to go very deep in this game. Uh, in the White Sox, they used to hit left-handed pitching really well. Not as much anymore. They lost Tim Anderson in the offseason. And like I said, their lineup is not quite as favorable as it used to be. On the Tigers side, Tigers, they picked up Mark Canha and Gio Urshela, so a couple of proven veterans, I think, to go nicely with Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson, who I really think are going to take a big step forward this year. The White Sox, their bottom 4 hitters are Paul DeJong, Dominic Fletcher, Martin Maldonado, and Nicky Lopez. I don't know if that really sends a lot of fear into anybody there. So, therefore, again, like I said on the previous pick, I'm going to stick to the first 5 innings because, again, I don't think either pitcher's going to go real deep in this game. And I like the Tigers on the run line, first 5 innings, which is at minus 120.
All right, Ben Ruhala, get his premium plays over at TonySpace.com. Look for the link in the description. Tigers and White Sox will be Tigers' first 5 run line minus the 120. All right, let's continue here on our 3-pack here from Major League Baseball here as we enjoy opening day. As we'll get here to the next pick here. We're going to stick here in this time slot here as we'll get here to the game here in just a second here. It'll be this one right here. It will be Twins and Royals. So we see the Twins minus 113 on the road, total of 8.
Yeah, so this one here, obviously, I think the Twins are going to have a good season, but I think the Royals could surprise some folks this season. I think that the Royals, they've got some young players. Again, they're kind of like the Tigers. They're starting to kind of creep back into being relevant again, so to speak. The Twins, though, they do have some good players. I think they are the cream of the crop of this division, but in this particular game, we've got Pablo Lopez going for the Twins. Lopez, he had a pretty nice season last year. He was 11-8 with a 3.66 ERA and a 1.15 WHIP. He had 238 strikeouts, which is phenomenal. On the other side, though, they got Cole Reagan's going for the Royals, and he's a left-hander, and he really had a nice second half of the season. Overall, he was 7-5. Had an ERA of 3.47 and a WHIP of just 1.16. The Twins, they hit only 241 against left-handed pitching in 2023. The Royals, being at home, they have some young players that, like I said, I think got another year under their belt, similarly to the Tigers. I think there'll be that little extra motivation with obviously opening day and being at home. Therefore, I think the play here is to take the Royals. Again, I'm going to focus just on the first 5. I like them on the money line, which is about even money, minus 115 or so, depending on where it online. So again, I like the Royals in this one, at least for the first 5. I don't know if I trust them with their bullpen on the back end though.
that's always the issue with the Royals, right? Always is. Twins and Royals here. Ben here. Royals first 5 money line here minus 115, minus 110. Do your line shopping. Get the best numbers. All right, we completed our 3-pack here with Ben. So now it's time to take a look over at TonySpace.com here for action on opening day Thursday. Of course, we got the 13 games scheduled here for Major League Baseball. We got a card here from also NBA in action. Sweet 16 action from college hoops. What we have going over at TonySpace.com.
Yeah, so right now I've got an NCAA tournament package out there. I went 5-2-1 on Sunday, so I think I'm finally dialed in here on the tournament. So that package would get you through the rest of the tournament here. I've been pretty much picking every game, so they would get that particular package. I will have a package, probably a 3-game package for each of those NCAA tournament days. So starting out tomorrow as well. For baseball, I'm going to put out a package for the season, probably be around maybe $3.99 for the season, but I'll do at least 5 games if there are 5 games or more every day for baseball. And I will also have a 3-game package put out there tonight here for baseball for tomorrow's games as well.
That's right, guys. You got to with Ben Ruhala over at TonySpace.com. Click the link in the description. You'll land right on this page. We're going to save you some money when you use our promo code TonyT at checkout. Save you 20% off all premium pick packages. You can access Ben's page by clicking the link in that description, and you'll land right on the page and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ben, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch up with you down the line.
All right. Thanks a lot.
You got it. For Ben, I'm Tony. We'll talk to you guys later.